It means something to feel a thing. Not the word, not the definition, but the noise it makes inside you. Big little soul, my mother called me. I was a big Thetan in a small body, they said. They also said emotions are the product of past life misery. Desperate. I asked again, I'm an adult in a little body? The answer always, yes. This is your life, they said. My life? Since when? Years later, after they reviewed and viewed my mother as degraded, I found her on the streets, cast out, half mad with belief. I reached back in my mind to our years of bleak labor, the blank stares of dreamless children, the hotel's corridors dim and rancid, of rats and roaches. It takes as long as 10 seconds between a European hotel guest chasing purity, pouring water over the sauna coals, and the rush of hellfire steam in our eyes, into our lungs, the stumbling out, the fighting for breath. The woman would scream, "Get back in the box. Don't you want to be a tiger?" Yes, she would answer. Hundreds of hours spent sweating out my child-sized body's poisons, while each day passed outside the hotel, the shrieks of schoolyards letting out, humming cars, and raucous nights. The adult-sized bodies described those people as drugged up, degraded, and living criminal lives. I was empty inside, except for the silent wishing to be happy someday, and a life made of imaginary things. The sauna gave me fevers, gave me heat and wet. Everywhere around me, the adult-sized bodies pressed against me. Their sweat ran down my sides, becoming mine. Was I them? Were they me? I escaped to the shimmering heat on the highest bench, where I huddled alone, a towel stuffed into my mouth so I could breathe, the only space I had left. Florida grew thick, especially in the summer. Years later I would learn, when you live in a hotel's garage, while you are being redeemed, shame is hotter than any sauna. The sauna was underground, and entered through the bowels of the hotel, low and deep. It darkened with each step I took. The garbage room decaying around the corner covered us in its sick sweet stench when the door was open. The black and blue shuffled by, their eyes cast down, to tend to the rotting waste, 3 times a day. I listened to the adult-sized bodies, forcing me awake, forcing me to drink, forcing me to run. My lids hung heavy in the air. Everything humid, spinning and buzzing around me. Dizzy. They said to drink, and drink, and drink more water. Swallow, run, enter sauna, provide detailed report. Repeat, repeat, and repeat. Until they say. I sometimes dreamt my name meant something, as if Big Little Thetan was my secret power. Years later, desperate, I asked, "You mean I can just crash on your couch?" He answered, "Yes," adding that he had things and drinks in the fridge that he would make us. But I didn't know to ask the price. How much does kindness cost? What would he take? The woman who shoved me back inside the sauna yelled my name when she called me, reminding me of mother. A name I didn't speak aloud. The words so delicate, from keeping it folded and refolded, tucked away in my memory. The edges frayed, torn, and fragile. I worried it would fade away, like her. Today I celebrate her smile when I visit her, and I know this means she recognizes me, even if she doesn't know my name. I understand now I had no power. I want Scientologists to live through World War III, but the crime on the inside is what is never named while they claim the outside full of poison. I can't control the fever rising. I fall asleep and wake with the sauna woman standing too close, yelling, her adult-sized body looming over me, the hellfire steam, the sweat, and stench, and poison. Do you know what we call people who aren't saving the planet? Degraded. I start awake and am inside the sauna. Again, nothing near me but secrets and sweat and a distant memory of a longing. Degraded, they said. They said, save the world. But let a child feel, if only for 10 seconds. Let a child dream. Let it mean something to be a child. How can a child be degraded?